Another week has gone by as we count down to Christmas, which means another weekly recap of all the goings-on concerning British wildlife. First up, it's the news that I was actually recently interviewed for the show Expert Witness on the subject of hare coursing. The episode went out last week on BBC One. In fact, the filming for the show itself actually took part in this very room, which was quite cool, albeit intimidating having a much larger camera thrusted in my face, as opposed to the iPhone I use to film these videos on. It was really good though to see that wildlife crime is being taken more seriously. I was tasked with talking about a couple of particular cases that looked at DNA evidence and how it's been used to help obtain prosecutions. I would highly recommend heading over to BBC iPlayer and giving it a watch if you haven't already. I will leave the direct link to the particular episode in the description of this video, so you can go and check it out. Next up is the shocking news that the Grafton Hunt Hounds allegedly killed a fox on school grounds whilst pupils were in lessons. Just when you think hunts couldn't stoop any lower, and they go and do this. Grafton Hunt Watch said teachers, parents and children watched on in horror as the fox was chased across a sports field and into a building where witnesses had to see the poor fox being torn to shreds. And how did the hunt respond? Well, Philippa White, Honorary Secretary for the Grafton Hunt, did in fact speak to the BBC, and ludicrously she said this: "One hears rumours all the time. I am not going to tell the press if I do know anything." Yes, she actually said that. I mean, talk about a 101 on how not to deal with the press. So she's saying if she did in fact know the hunt did tear apart a fox on school grounds, she wouldn't be telling the press. I mean, I can't say I'm too surprised by this complete lack of honesty and transparency. I mean, the Grafton Hunt, after all, is notorious for hunting foxes as though the law doesn't apply to them. In fact, in January 2023, we reported on a sheep that had drowned when Grafton hounds ran out of control in a farmer's field. So they've clearly got a history for recklessness. At the time, Joint Master Charles Smith Osborne was, of course, adamant the pack was conducting lawful trail hunting activities. In this most recent case then, I suppose they just so happened to lay a trail across a school field. Or perhaps the trail laying excuse is just a load of crap. I'll let you make your mind up on that one. In the meantime, Thames Valley Police's rural crime team have said they are investigating and are in contact with the school to ascertain what actually happened. No doubt just a slap on the wrists and nothing will come of it. In perhaps more encouraging hunting news, the Beaufort Hunt becomes the latest hunt to have received a community resolution due to out-of-control hounds after they were issued one by Wiltshire Police. And this comes just weeks after the Haythrop Hunt received one for the exact same issue. Whether or not these resolutions are that effective though is another story altogether, but we can't help but feel it is just a box-ticking exercise against a hunt that continues to hunt foxes and inflict havoc and torment upon local communities. But it is of course positive to see at least some form of action being taken. In recent days, AAF Midlands reported that 4 hunts in Shropshire have also been issued with community protection warnings, a formal written warning before further action is taken. It's obviously really good to see, and I really think it's a clear indication that police forces are finally starting to get sick of the antisocial and reckless behaviour of hunts. These measures are sadly one of the only things left at their disposal because, of course, the difficulties with enforcing the ban on hunting. And needless to say, we must continue to do all we can to push for a stronger and proper ban on this sick pastime. Next, it's the news that the famous racehorsing trainer Colin Tizard has been exposed as owning and supporting a hare hunt. The latest pack to emerge in the UK is the Dorset and Somerset Bassets, and are a hunt frequently seen setting dogs on hares for so-called fun. It is then perhaps unsurprising that the horse trainer, who started off as a dairy farmer and later in life became a beef farmer, would also get kicks out of killing hares. Dorset Hunt Monitor monitors described Tizard as a Blackmore and Sparkford Vale diehard, with the horse trainer being director of the BSV from 2004 to 2021. And in our most recent hunting report, we found the BSV to be the most prolific fox hunt in the entire country, seen chasing over 40 foxes last season alone. In case you didn't know, the hare hunting season began in October, and although it is lesser known than fox hunting, it's definitely no less horrific. Not to be confused, of course, with hare coursing, which I previously touched upon in this video. Hare hunting involves the use of scent hounds, usually beagles, but sometimes bassets and harriers, to chase and kill a hare. The activity is very much illegal and was outlawed in England and Wales under the 2004 Hunting Act. Dorset hunt monitors told us that when challenged, Tizard claims they're hunting rabbits. It is sadly still legal to flush rabbits from cover so they can be shot. But of course, this excuse is ridiculous when you see over 20 dogs in a field. Hare hunting is yet another reason we are campaigning hard for a proper ban on hunting, one that would see an end to the use of any number of dogs to pursue or kill any other living being. So I'd greatly appreciate it if you could add your name to our petition, which I will leave under this video. Finally then, it's the news that Chris Packham has launched what he's called a Badvent calendar. Quite clever. In collaboration with the Hunt Saboteur Association, the TV presenter has been sharing some of the most shocking and sickening examples of illegal fox hunting and vile hunting activities. So far, we've seen violence, a bagged fox, the digging up of a fox, amongst many other vile incidents. And we have been a part of the collaboration, co-posting the videos over on our Instagram and across our other socials too. It's a brilliant way of counting down some of the most appalling incidents over recent years to ensure this barbaric pastime continues to be put in front of the public. And Packham, like us, is calling for a real ban, as he asked viewers to contact their MPs. And that's us done for another week. Sadly, yet another week of some awful incidents, but a splash of positivity in that more people are being exposed to what's going on in the British countryside than ever before. In fact, over 2 million are estimated to have watched the Expert Witness episode that includes the segment on hare coursing, and I ensure the activity is rightly condemned. And we continue to report and expose those involved with the abuse of British wildlife. As always, all links are left down below for topics and stories discussed in this video. If you haven't already given us a subscription here on YouTube, please do. It's the best way to stay up to date with our future uploads. And if you're in need of more positivity, you can check out our previous video where we cover just the good news for wildlife from the month of November. Thank you.